Folklore and mythology are rich with fantastical creatures, including those with animal characteristics, human-like features, and supernatural abilities. These beings, often symbolic of cultural values or fears, have been woven into stories and traditions for centuries. Mythical creatures are supernatural beings or animals described in folklore, myths, and legends, often possessing unique characteristics or extraordinary powers. Whether they're hybrids of multiple species, inspired by real-world animals, or born entirely from imagination, these creatures have captivated human minds for centuries. More than just fantasy, they often reflect deep cultural beliefs, fears, hopes, and moral lessons. Hello everyone, and welcome to Legends and Myths, where we dive in like Poseidon into everything legend and mythology. In today's video, we're exploring 12 mythical creatures from African folklore, beings of mystery, power, and ancient symbolism. From river serpents to shape-shifting spirits, these legendary creatures reveal the richness and depth of African storytelling traditions. If you're fascinated by the supernatural and the stories that shaped cultures, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a journey into the legendary. Let's dive in. Number 1. The Nandi Bear. Roaming the mysterious grasslands and forests of East Africa, the Nandi Bear is described as a large, muscular, bear-like creature with shaggy fur and an aggressive demeanor. Feared by locals, it is said to possess incredible strength and is often blamed for livestock attacks and mysterious disappearances. Its legend straddles the line between cryptid and spirit. The Nandi Bear is portrayed as a physically imposing and extremely dangerous creature, with some descriptions suggesting it can be up to 12 feet tall. Local legends depict it as having a sloping back and high front shoulders, over 4 feet tall, and it's said to scalp its victims. The Nandi people call it Kurit. The Nandi Bear is often described as having reddish hair, adding to its mystique and fearsome appearance. While there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of the Nandi Bear, the creature's depiction as a fearsome predator is rooted in local folklore. Number 2. Popo Bawa. Originating from Zanzibar and coastal Tanzania, Popo Bawa is a terrifying night creature linked with bad luck and supernatural assault. Described as a shadowy figure with bat-like wings and glowing red eyes, it emerges in the darkness to spread chaos. Sightings are often followed by waves of paranoia and community unrest. The Popo Bawa folklore originated in the Tanzanian island of Pemba, specifically with first sightings reported in 1965. Shortly after the island's political revolution, is believed to be an evil spirit or a Shantani devil. Popo Bawa's origin story is closely tied to the post-revolutionary period on Pemba. The spirit's appearance and the narratives surrounding it are thought to have emerged as a way to address the social and political anxieties of the time. Popo Bawa is a concept that has roots in the local culture and beliefs, drawing on existing notions of spirits and evil influences. The folklore of Popo Bawa serves as a powerful tool for exploring themes of sexuality, gender, and identity in Tanzanian society, particularly within the context of evolving religious and social norms. It's a story that reflects the struggles and tensions within these evolving contexts. Number 3. Takolash. The Takalash is a mischievous dwarf-like water spirit in Nguni mythology, particularly prevalent in South Africa. It is a creature of mischief, often summoned by people to cause harm or trouble, ranging from minor annoyance to even death. While it can be used to scare children, its power can extend to causing illness or even death. It is said to be able to become invisible by drinking water or swallowing a stone. Takolashes are called upon by those who wish to harm others, and they can be blamed for a wide range of misfortunes, from divorce and debt to even more serious crimes. Traditional methods of protection against takolashes include raising beds off the ground and seeking the intervention of spiritual figures like pastors or traditional healers, such as the Sangomas. A Sangoma is a traditional healer and spiritual practitioner, primarily among the Zulu people of South Africa, who uses divination, herbal remedies, and rituals to heal and offer guidance. The myth is often referenced satirically to highlight how superstitions can influence behavior and society. Number 4. Crocata. Blending myth and beast, the crocata is a creature with roots in North and East African folklore. Often described as a were-hyena or shapeshifter, it can mimic human voices to lure victims into the wild. With its ability to transform between man and hyena, it represents the dual nature of predators and the fear of the unknown. Some descriptions portray it as a hybrid, potentially a mix of dog and wolf, or lion and hyena. The crocata is portrayed as a deadly enemy of men and dogs, and is said to be as brave as a lion, swift as a horse, and strong as a bull. The crocata is said to be from India or Ethiopia. It's also known as Korokata, Krokuta, Lu Crocata, or Lu Crota. Number 5. Chipfalamfula. Chipfalamfula, meaning river shutter, is a mythical aquatic creature from Ranga Bantu tales in Mozambique, specifically in the Bay of Delagoa. It's described as an enormous being, potentially a whale or a colossal catfish, with control over water, able to cause both droughts and floods. The creature is so large that its belly is said to be a world unto itself, populated with fertile land, livestock, and happy communities. Number 6. Adze. In West African mythology, particularly among the Iwi people, the Adze is a vampiric, bird-like entity that preys on the life force of humans. It can take the form of a firefly but transforms into a terrifying bird or humanoid spirit when caught. The Adze is seen as a harbinger of death, often linked to the demise of kings and nobles. It is believed to possess humans, turning them into witches who cause misfortune for their families or those they are jealous of. Adze are also thought to travel through houses at night, sucking blood and causing illness. The lore of the Adze is believed to have originated as a way to explain the potentially deadly effects of malaria and other insect-borne diseases. Number 7. Inkanyamba. From Zulu and Xhosa traditions, the Inkanyamba is a massive serpent-like creature said to dwell in deep lakes and waterfalls, especially around Howick Falls in South Africa. Believed to control storms and lightning, it's considered sacred and dangerous. It is sometimes said to have a horse-like head and to breathe fire when enraged. The Inkanyamba is a significant figure in Zulu mythology. Some stories suggest that it is the deity of tornadoes, taking the form of a black snake. Others say that its anger causes seasonal storms. Inkanyamba has inspired awe and fear in both Zulu and Xhosa communities for centuries. Only sangomas, traditional healers, are said to be able to approach the falls safely, offering prayers and worship to the Inkanyamba and ancestral spirits. While there are numerous sightings and stories among Inkanyamba, there is no concrete proof of its existence. The most famous alleged sighting was by local man Bob Tini in 1995, who claimed to have seen a snake-like head and neck rising from the water. Although a photograph was taken, many speculated to be fake and the findings of this creature to be a hoax. Number 8. Impundalu, the lightning bird. In the rich folklore of the Zulu and neighboring southern African cultures, the Impundalu or lightning bird is a fearsome and mysterious creature said to ride with the storm. Often described as a large black and white stork-like bird, it crackles with electricity and has the terrifying power to summon lightning and thunder with a flap of its wings or strike of its talons. But this creature is more than just an elemental force, it is also a shapeshifter. Legends tell of the Impundalu transforming into a handsome young man, using charm and seduction to draw in victims. In this form, the Impundalu is said to feed vampirically on the blood of the living, earning its reputation as a supernatural predator. Among traditional healers and sorcerers, the Impundalu is sometimes regarded as a familiar spirit, a dark servant summoned by a witch meant to carry out vengeance or spread illness and death. Yet, others believe it is a creature born from the earth itself, emerging from soil struck by lightning, making it both a child of the storm and a guardian of the wild. In Zulu culture, the Impundalu represents the raw, untamable power of nature and serves as a reminder of the ancestral connection to the land, the weather, and the spirit world. Number 9. Inkanyamba, the river dragon of West Africa. In the heart of West African folklore, particularly among the people of the Gambia, the Inkanyamba emerges from the murky depths of rivers and swamps as a creature of fear and legend. Often described as a dragon-like or devil-like beast, this mysterious being combines reptilian scales with horse-like features, creating a haunting silhouette said to haunt the banks of the Gambia River. Though physical descriptions vary by region, the Inkanyamba is consistently portrayed as large, serpentine, and terrifying, capable of snatching away those who wander too close to the water. Its name alone is enough to spark fear in children and adults alike, making it a popular figure in cautionary tales meant to keep the curious from the river's edge. Considered a harbinger of doom or death, the Inkanyamba is often associated with evil spirits, giving it a demonic or supernatural aura. But not all hope is lost. Some versions of the tale say this elusive monster has a weakness, its own reflection. According to legend, if shown a mirror, the Inkanyamba may recoil in fear or even perish, offering a glimmer of protection against its otherwise unstoppable wrath. For the people of the Gambia, the Inkanyamba represents the unseen dangers of the natural world, blending ancient fears with the powerful storytelling tradition that keeps this river monster alive in the imagination. Number 10. Were-hyena, the shape-shifting Buddha of African folklore. Among Among the shadowy figures of African and Middle Eastern folklore, few are as eerie and mysterious as the were-hyena, also known as the Buddha. Unlike the Western werewolf myth, where a human transforms into a wolf, the were-hyena legend often flips the script. A hyena that takes human form by day, only to revert to its true animal nature under the cover of night. Spotted across various African cultures, especially in Ethiopia, Sudan, and parts of North and East Africa, the were-hyena walks a thin line between beast and man. In the light of day, it may blend unnoticed among humans, buying, selling, speaking, its true nature hidden behind human eyes. But when darkness falls, the transformation begins, and the creature resumes its feral hyena form, prowling for prey. The were-hyena is often a symbol of fear, deceit, and danger, associated with dark acts like theft, grave robbing, and even cannibalism. In Ethiopian folklore, it's sometimes believed that blacksmiths, respected but feared for their skill, are secretly Buddha, further feeding suspicion and superstition in rural communities. With their dual identities and unsettling behavior, were-hyenas embody humanity's deepest anxieties about trust, transformation, and the unseen, becoming one of Africa's most enduring and terrifying mythical creatures. Number 11. Mami Wata, the enchanting spirit of the waters. Mysterious, powerful, and captivating, Mami Wata, meaning Mother Water, is one of the most revered and iconic water spirits in African and Afro-Caribbean mythology. Often appearing as a half-woman, half-fish, or serpent, she is the embodiment of beauty and danger, seduction and salvation. Rooted in the ancient traditions of the Igbo people of West Africa, Mami Wata's legend has flowed across oceans and continents, shaped by centuries of cultural exchange during the Atlantic slave trade. She exists today not just as a myth, but as a living spirit worshipped by millions across Africa, the Caribbean, and the Americas. Her image is fluid, reflecting influences from European mermaids, Hindu goddesses, and indigenous African deities. Yet, no matter how she appears, glistening with jewelry, draped in snakes, or rising from the sea, she remains a symbol of feminine power, wealth, healing, and transformation. But Mami Wata is no simple benevolent figure. Her blessings come with a price. Those who encounter her, whether in a dream, a ritual, or a moment of danger, may be granted fortune, love, or healing, but they must also honor her with loyalty, offerings, and respect. Ignore her, and her favor may swiftly turn to misfortune or madness. Worshipped near rivers, lakes, and oceans, her followers sing, dance, and offer gifts to the water. Guided by priests and priestesses believed to channel her power. In the African diaspora, she is a link to ancestral spirits and a source of spiritual strength, reminding people of their resilience, identity, and connection to the divine feminine. Number 12. Wakulu, the light-loving vampires of Mali. Unlike the shadowy bloodsuckers of European legend, the Wakulu of West African folklore flip the vampire mythos on its head. Hailing from the rich oral traditions of Mali, these mysterious beings are small, hairy, and immensely strong, standing only about 3 feet tall, but their presence is anything but minor. While traditional vampires flee from the sun, the Wakulu are drawn to light. This unique affinity makes them stand out in global vampire lore, representing a rare case of vampiric creatures that thrive in brightness rather than the shadows. Despite their diminutive stature, Wakulu are feared for their strength. Legends tell of them defeating the mightiest of wrestlers and stealing food with ease, often going unseen due to their mostly invisible nature. Villagers might never catch a glimpse of one, but they'll know a Wakulu has passed through when food disappears, or someone mysteriously falls ill after an encounter. They are sometimes viewed as tricksters, other times as dangerous supernatural entities. Either way, the Wakulu remain a powerful reminder in Malian folklore of how the spirit world coexists with the human realm, visible only to those who truly believe. Which of these mythical creatures did you find the most fascinating? Be sure to let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care, and I'll see you in the next myth.